Welcome to our channel. Today, we discuss the twisted, explosive origin story of the internet, a tale of atomic paranoia, Pentagon brainiacs, and a top-secret project called ARPANET. You think the internet was born in Silicon Valley? Think again. It was forged in the shadow of nukes, spies, and the ever-present fear that one button could end the world. Strap in as we expose how the Cold War's doomsday plans accidentally created the digital age, and why your TikTok addiction owes everything to a 1960s military panic. Let's rewind. 1957. The Soviets launch Sputnik, and America freaks out. If the commies can put a beeping metal ball in space, what's next? A nuke in orbit? The US forms DARPA, the Defense Department's Mad Science Division, to out-innovate the USSR. Their mission: prevent a Soviet sneak attack from wiping out America's command systems. But here's the problem. Communication in the 1960s relied on phone lines and radio towers. One well-placed bomb could sever the entire network. The Pentagon needed a system that could survive Armageddon, and that's where the internet's granddaddy, ARPANET, comes in. Enter Paul Barron, a RAND Corporation engineer with a wild idea: packet switching. Instead of a single phone line carrying a call, break data into tiny packets and scatter them across multiple paths. Even if Moscow nuked Chicago, the packets would reroute via Denver or Dallas. It's like sending a letter chopped into pieces through 10 different mailmen. If one gets vaporized, the rest still deliver. The military loved it. AT&T? Not so much. They called it impossible and a waste of time. But DARPA didn't care. They greenlit ARPANET in 1966, linking universities to test this unkillable network. Now, meet the OG Internet Squad. At UCLA, grad student Charlie Klein sat down on October 29, 1969, to send the first ARPANET message to Stanford. He typed login. The system crashed after hello. The first message was literally hello, as in lo and behold, we broke it already. But by 1971, ARPANET had 18 nodes, mostly labs and universities. Fun fact: the first email was a bug report. Programmers used it to gripe about glitches, not cat memes. But here's the twist: ARPANET wasn't just about survival. It was about control. The Pentagon wanted a decentralized web, so they could launch nukes even if DC was toast. But the academics they hired? They had other ideas. Once universities got a taste of sharing research and arguing over virtual bulletin boards, the genie was out of the bottle. By the 1980s, ARPANET was less about doomsday and more about sending Star Trek fanfic. The military split off their own milnet, and the rest evolved into, well, this. Now, the big question: did the Pentagon mean to create the internet? Heck no. They wanted a backup phone line for apocalypse chat. But innovation is messy. ARPANET's open architecture let nerds tinker. They invented email, FTP, and TCP/IP, the DNA of the modern web. By 1983, the Cold War was cooling, but the digital revolution was just heating up. The internet slipped its military leash, becoming a global playground. Talk about a happy accident. But let's get real. The Cold War didn't just shape the internet, it's baked into its soul. Ever wonder why the web feels so chaotic and resilient? Thank nuclear paranoia. Why it's open and hard to censor. Thank academics hijacking a military tool. Even today's encryption wars trace back to spy versus spy games. The internet is the Cold War's weird, nerdy love child, and we're all living in its fallout. If this blew your mind, hit like, subscribe, and rant in the comments. Was the internet worth the atomic anxiety? Share your hottest takes and tag someone who still thinks Al Gore invented it. Thanks for watching, and remember, every time you stream, tweet, or meme, you're waging digital detente. Keep it frosty,